What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It's Jackson. Yes, I took a whole day just to cover this news. Power's here, and today, as you guys can tell by the title of the video, I'm covering the news that the Panthers traded for the #1 overall pick. See, the reason I feel the need to actually say something about this is because this has a pretty big effect on the Colts because we kind of need a quarterback, and the Panthers also need a quarterback, so the Panthers trade up #1, so they're going to get their pick of their guy. But I know the Panthers, they gave up 2 first-round picks, 2 second-round picks, and DJ Moore to move up to 1. In my opinion, the Bears fleeced them, but that's besides the point. But what does this mean for the Colts? Now, there is a real possibility that a team moves in front of us, trades with the Cardinals, and picks up a quarterback, leaving us with probably Will Levis at #4, which would kind of suck, but it's looking more and more likely that Anthony Richardson is going to be an Indianapolis Colt, because I think right now the favorite to be the #1 overall pick is CJ Stroud. Panthers going CJ Stroud, and then the Texans probably go Bryce Young. The Cardinals stay at 3. They'll probably go Will Anderson. Then that leaves us Anthony Richardson, which I'd be perfectly fine with. But there is that real possibility that a team like the Raiders swaps picks with the Cardinals and they grab Anthony Richardson at 3. So there is a real possibility that Richardson, Young, and Stroud are gone by pick #4. So I think if that is the case, I think we should either trade back or pick up Will Anderson and grab a quarterback later in the draft. And if it doesn't work out, get Caleb Williams next year, because I don't think Will Levis is worth #4. I think Will Levis does have some potential to be a decent quarterback, but I don't think he's worth the 4th overall pick. I think he is a little overhated, but he's still not as good as Richardson, Stroud, and Young, in my opinion. But yeah, the Panthers clearly were intrigued by someone at the Combine, so they moved up to #1 to get their guy. And honestly, I wouldn't even be surprised if they took Will Levis at #1, because that's something Frank Reich would do. I'm seeing all the memes. Someone jokingly said that they were going to draft Max Duggan. Someone said Stetson Bennett. So we'll see what happens. I would not be in the least bit surprised if they go Will Levis. I don't think they will, but just saying, not going to be surprised if they do. I think they'll probably go Stroud. Then the Texans will get Young. Assuming the Cardinals stay at 3, yeah, they'll get Anderson, like I said. Then we can get Anthony Richardson, which I think is probably one of the best case scenarios. Actually, the best case scenario is probably Richardson going at 1, Young going at 2, and then we get Stroud at 4. That's the best case scenario, but there's a very good chance that doesn't happen. So we'll see what happens. Anthony Richardson, I think, has the most potential in this draft. He has some problems with his game. He has inexperience, but all of his issues can be fixed with coaching and playing time, and if he comes to the Colts, that's what he's going to get. I think he's worth a top 5 pick. I don't think Will Levis is, because Will Levis, you kind of know what you're going to get. He's got a good arm. I think he could be NFL ready. He does have a good work ethic, so those are promising. So if the Colts end up with him, it's whatever, but I'd much rather prefer Stroud, Richardson, or Young. So we'll see what happens, but it's going to be interesting. Draft day is going to be incredibly interesting now. I think that we could very well move up to 3 to ensure we get a top 3 quarterback, or to ensure we get one of the top 3 guys in the draft. And yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. I think if we do move, it'll be on draft night, because that's just how we are. Because I don't know. If the Raiders move up to 3, I definitely see us moving down and hoping Levis is there at like whatever pick we trade to, because that's something we could do, or we could just draft Will Anderson and address quarterback later. Because let's be honest, yeah, it's unfortunate. This turned our odds down a little bit. I'm not in complete panic mode yet. We're probably still going to end up with one of the top guys, but is a little concerning right now. If the Cardinals don't move, then we'll be fine. We'll get one of the top 3 guys for sure, but it's gonna be interesting to see what happens. But with that being said, I trust the Colts to do the right thing. I trust Shane Steichen to coach up whoever we get. If we get a guy like Hendon Hooker later in the draft, I wouldn't be surprised. I think he could be good. But it's looking like that's a real possibility now. That's like a few weeks ago, that was just a fun conversation we were having, but now it's a real possibility. We wait till like the 3rd round to grab a QB, because I really think there's a possibility we go Will Anderson if Stroud, Richardson, and Young go 1, 2, and 3. So we'll see what happens, but I'm just so anxious for draft night now. I just want it to be here so we can just get it over with and just see who we're rocking with. Whatever we do, I'm going to roll with, and I'll be happy with it. But, damn, it kind of sucks that there's going to be one less QB prospect on the board at our pick. But it's neither here nor there. I think we all expected the Bears to trade that number 1 overall pick. And, honestly, I'm kind of glad we didn't trade for it, because I thought we were gonna have to give up a lot if we did, and there was a good chance that we were gonna have to give up Michael Pittman Jr., which we didn't want to do, which is why we didn't get it, because we were trying to move up to 1, it just didn't happen. And the Panthers gave up a lot, and we probably would have had to give up something similar to get number 1. And moving up 3 spots, I don't think it's worth it. I think moving up 8 spots and giving up that much capital is more worth it than moving up 3 spots. So we'll see what happens. But I think the Colts, at the end of the day, will probably stay put at 4 and draft whoever falls there. But that's whatever. There's a pretty good chance we end up with Will Levis now. So just get prepared for that. But that's whatever. But with that being said, thank you guys for watching this video. If you guys liked it, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And turn on the bell notifications, and turn everything in the description box. See you guys next time. Bye.